This Caribbean country is known for their unique culture, history, and beautiful landscape. Beautiful white sand beaches, waterfalls, and tree-covered mountainsides all make up the natural beauty of what is home to over 10.8 million people. This small nation is full of great adventure but also great need. I hope these next slides can inform you about this country and how the people there interact with one another and also people of other cultures and backgrounds. In Haiti, greetings are very important at the start and the end of conversations. In the morning, the proper greeting is bonjour, and in the evening, people say bonsoir. Greetings can be vocal or they can be gestures that are added for friendliness or humor. Certain gestures, such as whistling or pointing, can be considered rude. Asking about one's occupation can be inappropriate or encouraged, and it kind of depends on the relationship. And if people are in a relationship, public display of affection is not appropriate when in a public setting or around other people. When communicating, smiling and nodding shows an understanding or a lack of understanding when communicating. When looking at this culture, there are challenges that can arise when communicating. A major challenge is educated people versus non-educated people. This can lead to miscommunication among Haitians because everyone speaks Creole, but only some people speak both Creole and French. Everyone in this country speaks Creole, but only about 10% of the population also speaks French, so this can be a language barrier within the same culture and can lead to conflict. Another aspect is the different dialects that are spoken, and in Haiti there are 3 different dialects spoken based on where someone lives. Another can be the tone of voice. Haitians tend to speak loud and can be aggressive when they speak, and some people look at this as someone being angry when really it's just the way that they speak. Also, other sensitive topics when communicating can be values and beliefs and even people's religions. People have different beliefs about the government and the religions that they follow. And then grammar, because only a small portion of this population is educated, so only a small group of people can speak with proper grammar. And pronunciation can also factor into that because it can be whether someone's educated or not, or just because of where they live and the dialect that they speak. As stated before, Creole and French are the 2 national languages of Haiti. Haitian Creole can be spoken in 3 different geographical dialects. Many Haitians speak at least one, and some can speak up to 2 or 3 of them. The first is the central dialect that is spoken in the metropolitan area of Port-au-Prince, which is also the capital of Haiti. Next is the northern dialect, spoken in the second largest city of Haiti, which is called Cap-Haitien. The other dialect is the southern dialect, spoken in the area surrounding the large southern city of Cayes. Haitians who speak only Creole are looked at as second-class citizens. And out of many French Creole-speaking nations, Haiti is the one that is most influenced from African languages. In Haiti, French is now the only language being used for teaching students in the classroom, and it separates the richer from the poorer. If someone does not speak French, then it can determine what class they are in this society. Haiti is the most heavily populated Caribbean nation, and their roots stem from West Africa, and given that it was a French colony, the French culture still appears in their music and art. Dress is also a big and very important aspect to their culture, and appearance can determine wealth and the social class within the community. Western clothing is typically worn but can be different based on someone's geographical location. The main religion in Haiti is Roman Catholicism, and it was adopted from the French colonizers. About 70% of Haitians are Roman Catholic and 30% are Protestant. And then there's also a very small percent of Haitians that practice Islam or Judaism. No matter what religion one might affiliate with, almost 100% of Haitians also practice voodoo, along with their other religious practices. Voodoo is a mix of spiritual beliefs and rituals with elaborate practices that worship voodoo gods and statues. Voodoo stems from West African roots, much like many aspects of the Haitian culture, and many people believe that their religion and voodoo coexist together. The belief system revolves around ancestral spirits and telling of spiritual tales passed through generations. Just like any other culture, Haitians have a way of communicating non-verbally. Women and children greet elders with hugs and kisses on the cheek, and when first being introduced to one another, only men shake hands in the beginning and the end of a conversation. Hand gestures are used to get the point across or to add humor, and friends and family like to hug or hold hands when they're speaking to one another. Touching may be sensitive to some people and during a conversation, and it can be inappropriate depending on the person or the relationship. Usually, men and women do not touch at all when communicating, no matter how close they are or what type of relationship they have. Most Haitians require less personal space when they communicate, and sometimes they can communicate closer than most people will in other countries. Usually, eye contact is not important when communicating and can even be thought as rude if it's prolonged. In Haiti, sometimes people use visuals rather than vocalizing their thoughts, and that can also be due to the lack of education and lack of being able to vocalize thoughts. And then also staring is not considered rude within this country. Haitians are generally open to conversation about anything unless a topic is sensitive, such as politics, occupations, and religion. There are 5 styles of conflict within this culture. 1 is avoiding conflict altogether. 2 is someone holding their own ground. 3 is giving in and giving up from the conversation altogether. 4 is collaborating with one another. And 5 is compromising. There are many solutions when it comes to resolving conflicts. These solutions can be used to resolve conflict within one culture and also with communicating with other cultures as well. First solution is education can allow people to learn more about a culture and can lead to less misinterpretation and less conflict when communicating. I think one of the big solutions is respecting one another and acknowledging the fact that we are all different and come from different cultural backgrounds. In any conversation, all parties should treat each other with respect. When resolving conflict, it is important to listen. Listening to what the other party is saying can help an individual understand more of where that person is coming from. Resolving conflict also in a calm manner can lead to easier resolution or stronger relationships. And also being flexible and having empathy for the other party and respecting their opinions and ideas, whether you agree with them or not.